Back with Bobby and JG Radio, we have one of my really good friends, Mr. Jeff Garza. We used to be with Keller Realty, but he has now sprouted his wings and gone on his own. He's created Redbird Realty. We're going to talk about that, but he's an REP, top 100 realtors, top 250 actually in the whole United States of America. Got a Rising Star Award with 5-star professionals in Texas. One of the top teams that he used to run at Keller Homes, and now you're on your own. You left it. It's all good, but let's talk about Redbird.
Yes, sir.
Redbird Realty, broker owner, independent real estate brokerage in San Antonio.
We
ain't mad at you, man. So what happened?
So really, I think I just got to a point to where I was ready to take on a new challenge and hopefully impact some positive change in our industry. I mean, you and Bobby have been grinding away in the industry for several years now, and you all know as well as I do that agents really struggle to find what we would call the right fit, and they struggle to find a good home. So as far as I was concerned, I thought maybe we could offer that to agents, so that way they could maybe find their success maybe through a different version or a different way of creating their business.
For sure.
So what's different that you're creating to make this
the biggest one is that we're a true 100% commission brokerage. So we don't have your traditional production cap that brokers traditionally charge. So when we talk in terms of business models, we know that an agent primarily begins to think about maybe going back to the industry they came from because of finances. And so when they make that first commission check and they have a 30-40% partner or silent partner taking their cut, none of us would open up a snow cone stand in San Antonio and let someone take 30 or 40% of the cash register without investing money back into that business.
Well, not of the coconut, because that's a seller.
No, I agree. But so really, it's really a whole mindset or approach as to try to keep agents fed, keep dollars in their pockets, and hopefully they can sustain and stay in the game.
And so you come from an industry that kind of is completely different than real estate. Tell me about your past life a little bit.
So my past work was involved social work and criminal justice. I was a juvenile probation officer with Bexar County, and I was investigating.
A juvenile.
There you go. There you go. I was a investigator with Child Protective Services. Did physical abuse, sexual abuse investigations. So I did that for about 14 years. So getting into real estate, I mean, was the first time I had ever gone down the road or path of working in a commission sales industry.
Sure.
So it was definitely scary for me. So I definitely can understand what it's like for all these, soon to be or newly licensed agents and what their fears might be. But coming from that background, everything was about team and support and training. I can't even add the dollars that probably the county and state spent in training and developing me over the years. So,
sure.
So that's where I come from.
And you know how important that would be for, especially in this industry.
Yeah, totally. I mean, most people get into this industry and have no business background.
Right.
Most of them, right? I mean, obviously we're using a big brush or a broad stroke, but most of them don't have business structure. Most of them don't have a business plan. Most of them don't have an operating P&L. A lot of them come into it very blind. So sometimes it's even the blind leading the blind. So that is a big problem, right? But definitely a very scary industry for a lot of people or folks that maybe are not used to it. And so, obviously as far as Redbird is concerned, hopefully for a few we'll be able to provide them an opportunity to spread their wings and find themselves and craft their perfect business model over time.
So why Redbird?
We are hands-on. We offer training, full-time agents. We're actually starting a new program in August called Redbird After Dark, where we're actually going to be training and supporting part-time agents who are working full-time jobs during the day that want to cut their teeth and get into real estate. That is one of the biggest segments that I see is we have a lot of part-timers that try to get their feet wet and maybe hopefully close a deal or two so they can finally leave the industry that they're trying to get away from.
Right.
So we're going to be offering that as well. Most of those intense trainings are broker-led, so I'm training quite a few of those.
Right.
And then we bring in a ton of our preferred vendors to expose them as well. We're located northwest downtown at the Fine Silver Building, so it's kind of a historical piece of San Antonio that we're in right now. and more as a hub in downtown San Antonio, so that way agents from across the area can get to us without us having to be segmented to northwest or northeast or far north or whatnot. So we decided not to necessarily play the 1604 game or whatnot, and really just get in the heart of San Antonio, so a lot of agents could come to us as we grow.
I love it.
Yep.
What is going to be the next step with Redbird? Are you guys looking to expand and cut up the city, or is it more of let's just kind of conquer San Antonio and then maybe branch out to another city?
Yeah, so the plan right now is for us to have 100 licensed agents by May 1st of next year.
Okay.
We're basically at 20 right now in the last 60 days, so we're on track. So we're exactly where we needed to be. Next summer, the plan is for us to open up in New Braunfels, and so we'll take a little bit more territory up 35 North, and then to be quite honest, the 24-month plan is to have 300 agents licensed at Redbird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 300 agents licensed Redbird between here all the way through the corridor going into New Braunfels.
Yeah. I see it eventually migrating up north.
Sure.
But I mean, we're still going to love on all the agents down south in Floresville, Pleasanton, Lavernia. A lot of those rural areas, country areas, a lot of them they don't necessarily have access to what you and I would know as a modern day broker support and broker training and things of that nature. So
sure.
Yep. So that's where we're headed to growth wise. Yeah.
Love it. For more information, please contact my man here, Mr. Jeff Garza. You can call him at 210-818-8135. Call or text him 818-8135. Or the best website is?
Most of our social is really the best. They can find us at We Are Redbird on all of them. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, We Are Redbird. If not, website's going to be redbird-realty.com.
Love it. Be right back with Bobby and JJ Radio.